Bonjour, madame et monsieur. Mon père, mon frère, ma mère, grand-père et grand-mère, great-grand-mère et great-grand-père et frère, hermano y hermanas y ses compañeros y compañeras, et mon frère, la Chine chat à la Gideons International Daily Readings, December 6, 2022, Daniel 7, Daniel 8, morning study, evening study, 1 John 5, not from King James, from the ESV, KVG, KVC, KV, KJV, ESV, Daniel 7, the English, modern English. Written from website internet handling gideons.org/readings _calendar _verses Daniel 7. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel saw the dream of the vision in his head as he lay in bed, and he wrote down the dream and told the sum of the matter. Daniel declared, I saw you in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of heaven were sitting up, stirring the great sea, and four great beasts came up out of the sea, different from another. For the first of the lion had an eagle's wing, and took the wings were plucked off. It was lifted up from the ground and made stand 2 feet like a man, and mind of the man was given to it. Behold, another, the second one, like a bear, it was raised up upon the other side. It was 3 ribs and a mouth between its teeth, and was told, arise over such much flesh. After this I looked, and behold, another, like a leopard, 4th wing, bird on its back, and the beast had 4 heads, and the dominion was given to it. After I saw it in the night vision, and behold, a 4th beast, terrifying and dreadful, exceeding wrong. It was different from all the other beasts before it. It had 10 horns. I considered the horns, and behold, he came among the other horn, a little one, before 3 of the first horns were plucked by the roots. And behold, the horns were like eyes of the man, and mouth speaking great things. As I looked, thrones were placed, and ancient days took its seat. His clothing was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like pure wool. His throne was fury flames, and it was wheeled before the fire. A stream of fire issued became out before him, and thousands of servants, 10,000 times stood before him. Courts sat in judgment, and books were open. I looked because the sound was great, and the horn was speaking, and it looked was like killed. Beast was killed, and was destroyed even to the burning with fire. As for the rest of the beasts, their dominion was taken away, but their lives were prolonged for a season and time, and saw the night vision, and behold, with the clouds of heaven. Therefore came the Son of Man, and came for the ancient days, was presented before him, and to him was given dominion and glory, a kingdom that was the people's nation and language that should serve him. This dominion was lasting dominion and shall not pass, and the kingdom shall not be destroyed. As for me, Daniel, the spirit of me was anxious. The vision of my head alarmed me. I approached one who had stood there, asked for the truth concerning all of these, so he had told me know the interpretation of the things. These 4 great beasts, 4 great kings, shall rise out of the earth, but the saints of the Most High shall receive the kingdom of the process, possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever forever. This deserving know the truth, and the 4th beast, which is different from the rest, exceedingly different, terrifying, with teeth of iron and claws of bronze, which devoured broken in pieces, and stamps was left with its feet, and about 10 horns that were on its head, and the horns came up before the 3 of them fell. The horns had eyes, and the mouth had spoken great things, and the greater the seemed than its companion. As it looked, the horns made war for the saints and prevailed over them until the ancient days came. Judgment was given for the saints most high, and they came and saw the saints' process, and until the ancient days came and the judgment were given to the saints most high, and the times came when the saints possessed the kingdom. And thus he said, as fourth beast shall there be fourth kingdom on earth, which shall be different of all kingdoms. It shall be devoured of the earth whole, and trampled down, and breaks into pieces. Therefore 10 horns out of the kingdom, 10 kings shall rise, another shall rise after, and shall be different from the former ones, and shall put down 3 kings, shall be spoken word against Most High, shall wear the saints of the Most High, shall think to challenge the times of law, and shall be given into the hands of times and half of time. But the court shall be judgment, dominion shall take away, to be consumed and destroyed. 1 o'clock. And she shall be given to the hands of times and half of times. For the court shall sit in judgment, and dominion shall be taken away, and to be consumed and destroyed by the end. The kingdom is dominion, and the greatness of kingdom under the whole shall be given to the people and the saints most high, and the kingdom shall be everlasting kingdom, and dominion shall serve and obey him. And the end of the matter, as for Daniel, and thought alarmed me, and color changed, but I kept the matter in my heart. Daniel 7, Daniel 8. In the 3rd year, the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared to me. Daniel after that appeared to me at the first, and saw the vision. And when I saw Susa and Cathedral, which was the province of Elma, and saw the vision, and Telke Olnea canal, and rise until my eyes saw, behold, ram standing in the bank of the canal. It was 2 horns, and both horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and one came up last. And the ram charged outwards, and northwards and southwards. No beast could stand before him, and there was no one who could result from his power. It pleased, as I was considering, behold, a male goat came from the west, in the face of the earth, whole earth, without touching the ground, and the goat was conspicuous. Horns were between the eyes, and became a ram into the 2 horns which I had stand on the back of the canal, and ran for his power and wrath. I saw come closer to the ram, and engaged against it, struck the ram, broke into 2 horns. And then the ram had no power before him to stand, but cast him down to the ground and trampled on him. There was no one who could rescue the ram from his power. Then the goat became exceedingly great, but with this was wrong. The great horn was broken, and instead of it came up for a conspicuous horn towards the 4 winds of heaven. Out from one came the little horn, which was exceedingly great, towards the south, towards the east, and towards the glorious lands. It grew great in the host of heavens, and some of the hosts or stars it threw down the ground and trampled on them. It became great. The price of the host, and burnt offering was taken away from him. The sanctuary of overthrown host will be given to himself, a regular burnt offering. Because of the transgression, it will be truth thrown to the ground. It will act on prosperity. And then heard one of the holy speaking. Another holy one said that the other one spoke, for how long is the version concerning the regular burnt offering and transgression that makes desolate, and the giving over of the sanctuary of the host of the trampling underfoot? And said to me, for 2,300 evenings and mornings the sanctuary shall be restored to its rightful state. When I, Daniel, and seen the vision, I saw that understood it. And behold, there stood before me, and having appeared a man, I heard the man's voice between banks of Euali, and called it Gabriel, and this was understanding the vision. So it came near where I stood, and came, I frightened and fell the face, but said to me, understood, O Sinmon, the vision of time of the end. So this spoken unto me. I fell into deep sleep, with my face on the ground. But he touched me and made me stand up. He said, behold, I will make you live and later end indignation, for it offers appointment time for the ram who saw it 2 hours. There are kings of Media and Persia, the goats of the king of Greece, and the horns between the eyes of the first king, and the horns that were broken, and place in which 4 others arose. 4 kingdoms shall rise from nations, but with not his power, and the ends of their kingdom and the transgressors will reach their limits. But the kingdom and transgressors will reach their limits. A king of bold face, one who understood riddles and shall arise. His power shall be great, and his own power shall be great. Fear destruction, and shall succeed one that it does, and destroy mighty men. Mighty men shall the people who are the saints, and by cunning shall make his deceit prosper under his hands, and mind shall become great without warning, and shall destroy many, and shall never rise up against the prince of princes, and shall broken by no human hand. The vision in the evening and the morning became solid truth, and sealed up the vision to many of his days now. And Daniel was overcoming the sickness, and rose, but the king's business was all a pale, and the vision did not understand it. Daniel 8. Evening reading, 1 John 5. Everyone who believes in Jesus Christ had been born of God, and everyone who loves his Father loves whoever has been born of him, and now who loves with the children of God. And we love God and obey his commandments. For the love of God we kept his commandments, and his commandments were not burdensome. For anyone who has been born of God overcome the world, and the victory of the overcome the world of our faith. Thus overcome the world, except for those who believe in Jesus and the Son of God. And it came by water and blood, Jesus Christ by the water, only by water and blood, and the Spirit who has testified, because the Spirit is the truth. For there are 3 that testify, the Spirit and the water and the blood, and these 3 agree, and receive testimony of men, testimony of God, and greater. For this is the testimony of God that is born concern of his Son. Whoever believes in the Son of God, and the testimony in himself, whoever does not believe in God has made him a liar, because he has not believed in the testimony that God born concerning his Son. And this testimony of God gave eternal life, and life of his Son. And whoever has his Son's life, whoever does not have the faith of God, does not have life. I have written these things that you believe in the name of God, so that we may know there is eternal life, and these confidence that are towards him, that we have asked anything to have heard us, and know this hearing us whenever we ask, that we have had request at the asking of him. And if anyone sees his brother committing sin not leading to death, he shall ask. God will give him life, for those who commit the sins of life do not lead to death. There is a sin that leads to death. I do not say one shall pray for that. All wrongdoing is sin, but there is sin that doesn't lead to death. We know everyone who has been born, not be sinning, is born of God who protects him, and there is not one touched him. And we know that there is one God, the one who lies in the power of evil, and the one who knows the Son of God, and is given understanding, so that we know him who is truth, who is true. And then we have him who is true, and the Son of Christ. He is true in eternal life. Little children, have kept yourselves from idle. 1 John 5. Daniel 8 and Daniel 7 daily readings from Gideon International found on the internet, addressed Gideons, GIDEONS .org/reading READING calendar CALENDAR verses VERSES December 6th, 2022. December 6th, Monday.